everybody, it's Chelsea and it's Wednesday, so that means it's time for my video. Today I thought I would do the musical theater book tag because I'm a really big musical theater nerd, and to be honest I thought it'd be really quick to do because Winter came out today and all I want to do today is read Winter, so I wanted to do something real quick today so we can get back to reading Winter, which if you want to know my first thoughts and opinions, me and Heather are posting little reaction videos as we go through Winter on our Instagram. So if you want to check out our Instagram, it's the same as our YouTube name, The Lit Sisters. The musical theater book tag was created a little over a year ago by Lydia at Something Like Lydia. I'll link her video down below so you can check that out as well. Alright, now the first question for the musical theater book tag is Wicked, your favorite fictional friendship. And I don't think this is a surprise to many people, but my favorite fictional friendship is Harry, Ron, and Hermione from Harry Potter. Just the entire series where you see this friendship develop from when they first meet in Sorcerer's Stone to the end of the epilogue in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. It's such a great friendship, it's such a great bond, and you spend so much time with those three characters. It's my favorite. I love them together. I love their little, when they get all angsty in book 5 and they have their tiffs or whatever, but their friendship is like probably like the pinnacle of like literary friendships for me. So Harry, Ron, Hermione, Harry Potter. The next question is Sweeney Todd. What is your favorite villain? And for that one, please excuse the dumb movie cover. I was obsessed with the movies when they came out, and that's the book versions that I chose to purchase. My favorite villain is Sauron from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, or book, however you prefer to read them. But yeah, I like him. He's so evil, he causes so much damage, and he's not really even like a corporal being for most of this book. He's just a ring. You know, it's just his spirit attached to his ring, but you definitely feel his presence throughout the entire book. Without even having a body, he causes so much crap, I guess is the way to put it. He causes so many bad things to happen. He's like the ultimate like badass villain. He's like, I don't even need a body to cause all this shit, man. I'm just that freaking evil. So definitely Sauron from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Next is Phantom of the Opera, which is your favorite love triangle. Favorite love triangle is kind of a funny phrase for me, being that I don't really like love triangles. I think they're overused and also not a real thing that actually happens to anybody ever. I can't think of one situation where I can think of one person in my life who was like, these two boys like me, but I can't decide which one I like better. Like, that has never happened to anybody ever. Like, it's overused. I get so sick of seeing them in books. I'm like, oh my god. Find another way to tell a love story, please. Please. Especially in young adult books, it's so overused. Anyway, rant over. If I'm going to have to choose a love triangle, I'm gonna choose one that's kind of a love triangle, but not really. My favorite book ever written, and that is A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Excuse me if I butcher French names, but it's the love triangle kind of typey thingy between Charles Darnay, Lucy Manette, and Sydney Carton. Mainly, it's like Sydney Carton loves Lucy and Lucy doesn't love him back and marries Charles Darnay and they're very happy together, but Sydney Carton really loves Lucy. Like, you know, that thing, without spoiling it, that he does at the end of the book that causes him to quote, you know, the famous line, "'Tis a far, far better thing that I do now than I've ever done. 'Tis a far, far better rest that I go to now than I've ever known." Like, famous quote, directly dealing with his love for Lucy and what he does at the end of this book. I love this book, obviously. I can't say enough good things about it. So that's my favorite love triangle-ish thing. Next is The Lion King, your favorite sidekick, like Timon and Pumbaa. I'm gonna go with the Circle series, and I'm gonna go with all of the teachers from the Circle series. The meat of this book is about Sandry, Dasha, Briar, and Triss as they learn magic, and probably the most important other characters are their teachers. So I guess they're kind of like their sidekicks, but I mean, I wouldn't call them sidekicks, but that's Rose Thorn, Lark, Frostpine, and Nico. I love their teachers. I love the relationships that the kids have with their teachers. They're awesome. I especially love Rose Thorn. I love her so much. I love the rapport that she and Briar have. It's like the best thing ever written for me. It's so funny. I love the teachers in this book series. So, favorite sidekick. Grease, least favorite ending. This is one I read recently. Again, excuse the movie cover. I'm gonna rebuy the series as soon as I get money to buy it. This is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I was not a fan of this ending to this book. Oh my god, my battery's dying, I gotta hurry. If you know the ending, it gets really weird and incesty. I don't like incest, so hence I don't like this ending. I will probably hope they fix it in future books. So, no to the ending. No, don't like. Next question is for Matilda, and that is your favorite adaptation. And it says book adaptation, but I'm doing a little bit differently. This was sort of a book that was adapted from a TV series, but I don't know, it's my favorite connection thing, I guess. And that is the Long Way Down / Long Way Round books that were made to go with the Long Way Round, Long Way Down TV show. I really love this TV show. If you don't know, it's Ewan McGregor, my bae. I love Ewan McGregor. I love him so much. Anyway, he went on a motorcycle trip around the world with his best friend. And they went from London, riding east through Russia to New York City. It's a really interesting TV show, and it's really interesting reading the books that went along with them because you get additional insights that they didn't, I guess, have time for in the TV show, and you get more of like what they were thinking when certain things were happening, and it's just really, really, really good. It's one of my favorite nonfiction books. It's so good and it's so interesting. Both of them, I highly recommend. I like Long Way Round a little bit better, but Long Way Down is also very good. Highly recommend if you haven't read / watched. They're so good. Okay, and last one is Les Mis, your favorite death. I mean, I don't really favor deaths, but the one that probably affected me the most is Bridge to Terabithia. That death in that book, I'm trying to be non-spoilery. That is the first book I ever read where I was like sobbing. I was so sad while reading it. I mean, I stayed up till like way past my bedtime because this was a book I think I had to read in the 5th grade as required reading. But I stayed up really late reading it because I really liked it, and I got to that death scene and I don't know if it was a combination of it being late because I'm not really a sobber. It takes a lot to get me to sob for a book, and I was sobbing when that death scene happened in that book, being as non-spoilery as possible. I cried basically until I finished the book, and the reason why it's my favorite death scene is because the death is kind of shocking, but also the way that they handle the death, especially for a kid's book, is fantastic. It's like one of the best kind of ways I see where they handle grief. That is my favorite death in a book. And that is the last question for the musical theater book tag. Yay! Tell me your thoughts below. What are some of your favorite sidekicks or whatever, or your favorite musicals down below? Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'm gonna go now and read the rest of Winter because I can't wait to finish that book. And until Friday, happy reading!